All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put him back together again.
If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You do when it's this red cape. This red cape charges back.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one, like, there's no one keeping watch over this body. Maybe they just assume that no one knows that Clark Kent is Superman, but if they did know, they should have had someone.
Arthur, yes. Your opinion. That's preposterous. Option A?
Definitely not A.
Okay. Or B?
Let me see A again.
Just trying on different hats. He looks so good. Forgot how good his suit looks in this movie.
Aye,
Aye, aye.
Captain. Everyone get out.
I was mistaken. The alarm's legit. Everybody out, and nobody, I repeat, nobody comes back inside without my say-so.
Roger that, sir.
Good work. His dad dies though, right? I'm so excited. I'm like 3 hours into this movie and I'm just like, ugh. I'm not the biggest fan of Barry's suit. Who'd that be? Oh, there's a pregnancy test in there.
The ship's begging me not to wake the box.
This action is irreversible.
It's afraid. You know Steppenwolf will come for it.
We know that already. Continue.
It is a little bit of a bad idea.
This course is irreversible.
One.
This action is irreversible.
Ooh. He's seeing like a vision of the future. That's crazy. Ooh. With Diana burning, he's seeing them all dead. Oh, the Omega beams. This is a cool way to show Darkseid in action without actually having him come back and be the big bad.
Go?
Woo! It's like reversing time. Oh, yeah, he's like unconscious. It's like, oh shit. Things are happening. Hey, don't try and shoot him.
He's back.
Not quite, but God, he's so ripped.
Victor?
Is he somehow... What is he doing? Is it because the mother box and the Kryptonians see each other as enemies?
It senses danger. I can't control it. No!
Kal-El, no!
Where's Batman?
Kal-El, the last son of Krypton. Remember who you are. Tell me who you
He doesn't like that. Oh, this is one of the cool... I love this scene. When the Flash is running and you just see his eyes turn. Oh, that's insane. Barry's like, holy shit. Like, he knew Soups was fast, but seeing him like straight up stare him down while he's running, it's gotta be insane. He is shredded. Look at that man. He doesn't really want to stop him. Well, that was like the Saints in the playoffs tackling your own guy. Diggs, sideline, touchdown, unbelievable. Sorry, Saints fans. Ooh, yep, he knows their move. He's like, let me just stop those things from connecting. Oh, he's so good. Batman can just stand there.
Clark, no.
Oh, his gauntlet that can absorb energy. Now, don't crush her, please. Just kick the shit out of all of them. Just absolutely destroys them.
I'm so sorry.
And there's Steppenwolf getting the box. Is he gonna try and destroy the box? With the electron laser. As it just annihilates everything in there.
We have to get back to my lab and use the satellite to scan the Earth for thermal anomalies.
I'm already on it.
I'm sorry, you have a satellite?
F6.
He's Bruce Wayne, man. Of course he's got
Let's
satellites.
go find this son of a bitch.
Okay, Captain America. Part 6. Oh my god, something darker. There's an hour and 8 minutes left of this movie. You should find a shirt, Clark. You absolute gargantuan of a man. Oh my god, he's so ripped. Oh.
Take that as a yes.
The ring on your finger. Get it. Yes. Yes. Let's go, Clark. Hell yeah, brother. Time to go save the world, because you're kind of running out of time. How How are they going to explain that you're alive, though? Are they just going to have to let everyone know? Yeah, I'm Clark Kent. Oh man, I always love this moment. Shoot, dude.
He'll be here, Alfred, I know it.
What makes you so sure?
Faith, Alfred. Faith.
I like seeing Batman upbeat again a little bit, you know? Ooh. God, this movie is so much better than the theatrical version.
They will join you in the sun, Cal. You will help them accomplish wonders.
Oh my God.
Was tested. I know it's been hard, Clark, but you gave hope to their world. Why, son? It's time.
Yes. Let's go, Clark. Oh. Christ-like pose. He's not Christ for Little Light Studios, whatever. They're not. This isn't a satanic movie. He's doing yoga. That's so funny. He's a runner. He's gotta do some dynamic stretching. Do some like fire hydrants. Get some high knees going.
Just have to knock a little louder.
That's so many missiles. Did he make it in? Yeah, brother. Hell yeah, Chief. And we get rid of this stupid red sky from the last film. Oh, thank God. Thing's about to get shot in the face. Headlights turn on. Come on. Yes! What a sick shot. That's not a giant tank. Where's your giant tank? Thought there was a giant tank. It was like a trillion caliber sniper rifle on top of this thing. It's like a mortar shell. Don't tip. Oh. Batman's so freaking rad. Let's go, boys. The music. Oh, that shot. Oh, that's like that one shot in Age of Ultron. My man. Say it.
You really are out of your mind.
Oh, I guess that's not. I kind of like the my man line for some reason. My man.
You're welcome. I'm man.
Yes. God. Everything about, I mean, I know this was in the last movie, but just like everything that happens somehow is so much cooler in this one. Yo! Oh! He's insane. Dang, I want him to say booyah. I know that I heard he got pretty mad that the studio wanted him to say booyah. But I want him to say booyah. Booyah! He's pretty good. Steppenwolf, I mean, he was supposed to be Darkseid's like right-hand man, right? But he screwed up somehow. Get back up there, Vic. Get back up there. Superman, get there. Oh, she got it.
I watched your island burn. Your sisters begging
Cut
for their
his
lives,
head off, Diana.
as did your mother.
Diana, cut this man's brain in half. Superman's gonna have to stop him before he kills Victor.
For Darkseid.
Oh my God. Oh, he makes it look easy. Oh. You little bitch, boy. Clark gonna take you to town, son. He's too quick for you, boy. Look at that little spin move. Punch you through the floor. Oh. Hell yeah. I mean, Clark could do this on his own, but yeah, you guys can help if you want. Rip his head off. He just sawed off part of his, that's like his ear. No! He's gonna have to run back in time.
I got the wind knocked out of me. Need a few seconds, that's all.
Oh, that's a little bit more than the wind knocked out of you, pal. Oh, he's so freaking powerful. That's a boom tube with Darkseid, though. Granny Goodness and Desaad there. Oh, that's not good. That's a big no-no. Barry's gonna have to run back in time. Barry entered the Speed Force.
You gotta break the rule, Barry, and you've gotta do it now.
He's gonna go back in time and then connect. literally reforming as he's running. Ah! Hell yeah, Barry. Let's go! This movie's so dope!
Make your own future.
Ah! There might be a butterfly effect, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll deal with that later. Freaking love this movie!
We'll be together again.
Those are the three pieces, man. You gotta tear them apart. He can't be that anymore. He already beat Wisconsin. His football career's done. That's all he needed to do.
I'm not broken.
Hell yeah, Victor. Hell yeah, Victor! Who's that old white-haired lady?
And I'm not alone.
Oh, they look weird. They're like the three sisters of fate that play with the chords of your lives.
Superman!
Rip them apart, buddy! Alright, Diana, cut his head off. Oh! Diana, cut his head off. Cut his head off. Ooh, child, yeah! Decapitates this man and sends him back through the portal. Sends him through the boom tube like, what's up, ho? Here's your little bitch boy punk minion. Just crushes his head. He's pissed. Oh my god. Sup, ho? You trying to die? Come to Earth, we'll mess you up. He's so angry.
Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
Oh. 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 This sequel that could have been. Oh. Oh, my stupid little nerd heart is just having the time of its life right now. I love superheroes so much. Look how awesome they look. Epilogue. A father twice over.
You can't imagine how proud I am of who you are, have always been. So many years with you I wasted, so many wrongs I've left unrighted.
Oh, I freaking love this movie, man. You need a big table.
Round table. 6 chairs. Right there.
Why not 7?
But room for more.
And room for more.
The Hall of Justice.
My foot's in the door.
It's just like a job.
Job. Like for real job.
Your foot's in the door. Yeah, that's something people say, man. His foot's in the door. That's my boy right there. Taught him nothing he knows.
Oh man.
How did you get the house back from the bank?
Bought the bank.
I bought the bank.
I mean, you could have just bought the house, but I wanted to show off a little bit. Oh, there's his giant tank thing. About time.
Win.
Oh, what a goober. He's gonna accidentally run back in time and save his mom, isn't he? That's what his whole movie's about, right? Flashpoint?
The time is now.
Why are you wearing a suit, Clark? You don't have a real job anymore. You're dead.
I heard you were a few crumbs short of a circus.
I was. Thank you. Until the good doctors at Arkham helped me find some much needed clarity.
You volunteered to destroy the bat free of charge.
But if you want the Batman, here is something that can help you. His name is Bruce Wayne.
God, so many potential sequels that this movie could have spawned if they hadn't have effed it up in the first place.
Well, we need to hurry.
Dang, they've been fighting.
Much longer. Come for us.
Is that the Queen? Is that Diana's mom? And Deathstroke? Oh no, that's Mira. He loved the Joker. He probably loved Diana too. If the hints they dropped in this movie were anything.
Contraire, my little fish stick. He knows exactly what it's like to lose someone he loves. Like an adopted son.
Oh, because he killed him. He killed him.
Isn't that right?
Robin.
Now, how many dead eyes can you look into before you die inside yourself?
That's what led him down the path to violence in the first place.
Before what, Bruce? Kill me? You won't kill me. I'm your best friend. Besides, who's gonna give you a reach around? A truce, Bruce. But all you have to do is tear it in half, and I'm happy to discuss with you anyway, like why you sent a boy wonder to do a man's job.
Because when I held Holly quiet and she was bleeding and dying, she begged me with her last breath that when I killed you, and make no mistake, I will fucking kill you, that I do it slow. He's found us.
Clark. Angry Clark. How's it going, bud? Sorry about letting Lois die. Oh, another dream? Come on, man. These are like legit premonitions. Not just like vague stuff. Oh, Martian Manhunter, not Clark!
Can I help you?
Hello!
Your mother and father would be proud. Hope so.
I tell him your name at least?
Oh,
Yeah.
and son. Call me the Martian Manhunter.
He's just like, all right, whatever. Too early for me. I need some coffee first. God, this movie was so freaking dope. For Autumn, was Autumn his kid's name? Frick, that's the end. Oh man, what a hefty experience this was. Oh man. I don't even know what to say. This movie was brilliant in my opinion. Like I really didn't like the theatrical cut of Justice League. I really didn't like it. I thought there was a lot of things in it that just didn't work. Mainly because like they had set up this dark, gritty universe of stuff, and then Joss Whedon came in and tried to make it this funny, lighthearted, almost comedy movie, and it sucked. It was so bad. And then now I watch this, and it's like at least in my opinion, every single possible thing about it is so much better. Like Victor Stone, the absolute disservice that this man got from Joss Whedon and John Berg and the higher ups at Warner Brothers, just screwing this man over, essentially cutting all of his stuff, like his entire story, his cool story. Like he had a beautiful story about, you know, accepting who he was and moving forward with his life, and I feel like that wasn't present in the theatrical cut at all. You know, there are different moments that just weren't included, like stuff that was in the theatrical cut that wasn't included in this, that I felt just made the characters seem so much more consistent. The dumb scene from the Whedon cut where Aquaman is like sitting on the lasso of truth and telling Diana that she's so hot, and it's like stuff that just didn't fit at all. Like, oh man, even this was 4 hours, and it honestly like did not feel like 4 hours. There wasn't a single moment within this film that I was just like waiting for it to be done. I did take a few like 5-minute breaks to re-edit a video here and there, but other than that, like this was just brilliant. Yeah, I'm gonna talk more about it later. Like it's just, I don't know, like, okay, even like Batman's character was so much better. Like just he felt so much more consistent in this movie. And like he actually he felt more like a leader in this movie, if that makes sense. Aquaman felt better. Like he felt less antagonistic to the overall mission. The Flash felt way better. Like in the theatrical cut, he was this like idiot who didn't know what he was doing, and he was like, oh, I don't fight people, I don't know how to save people, and Batman's like, just save one person. I actually kind of liked that line in the theatrical cut where he's like, just save one guy. Like if you save one person, it'll just come natural. You'll save the next person and the next person. I actually kind of liked that. But you know, that brings up the idea that Barry Allen doesn't know how to be a hero and save people, and he does. He's the Flash. They took out things like when Barry was saving that random Russian family that was for some reason in this abandoned city. Like that didn't need to be there. Also, those people would have died if Barry did what he did pushing that truck. It's just how it goes. and Superman carrying a building. Structurally, that's not how that works. Like a lot of the main beats were still here of like, okay, they need to stop them from getting the mother boxes, but they realize, you know, they can't just keep running, so they have to bring Superman back. He comes back, helps save the day. Those were big points. You know, Clark remembers who he is with Lois. Those were all like big main points that were there in the theatrical cut and still here now. But just like, I don't know, everything about this film was so much better. One of my biggest things that I noticed right off the bat is how much cooler Wonder Woman is in this film than she was in kind of honestly like both of her or like Wonder Woman films. Just like at least in terms of the way that she moves and fights was so much cooler to witness. Like in, you know, first Wonder Woman, it looked fine, looked good. Wonder Woman 1984, it was this weird like floaty, you could tell they were on strings, and she looked like she was moving normal speed, which made the, you know, the action look really, really bad and really noticeably bad. This one, it shows her like rapid, quick, like almost like she's pretty much almost a speedster. Cause not quite like, but she has some of the same speed abilities and qualities that, you know, Superman would have or the Flash would have. Obviously not to the same extent because she's not them. And you know, they are the best at their own specific things, but just like the way she fought when she was saving those kids at the beginning, just brilliant. I freaking loved it. Like I don't know how to explain. Like I can't. It's insane. So I like that this was kind of like broken up into different sections. You know, we have Steppenwolf connecting with everyone and taking the mother boxes. I liked that they gave him a bit of a backstory. He wasn't just a random villain being like, I'm here to conquer the world. Like, they gave a backstory of Darkseid came to this planet once before looking for the anti-life equation, and Earth fought back, and it was the only planet Darkseid had ever lost. And I guess somehow he forgot about it. Like, he forgot what this planet was or where it was, because maybe he's conquered, 100,000 other Earths or other planets. And at some point, Steppenwolf did something to get on his bad side, which is obviously probably not good. And so he comes here knowing, he comes here after the mother box calls to him. So Superman dying, the shockwave awakens the mother box because, you know, its biggest protector is gone. So now, like, it feels comfortable calling out to whoever's out there. And Steppenwolf comes, and he's trying to get back in Darkseid's good graces. So I really enjoyed that aspect. You know, they didn't, and he looked way better too. Like, he didn't look like some weird wrinkly grandpa. Like they didn't make him so sympathetic that you're like, oh man, I kind of see his point. It was just like, it gave him just enough of a sympathetic backstory to understand his motives and why he cares so much about this. Yeah, I really loved Victor Stone's story just throughout the movie, dealing with the relationship with his father, and, you know, at first, like, the bitter resentment he has for his father for turning him into what he believes is a monster. And he listens to part of the tape and kind of gets a hold of a little bit of his powers. We get a really cool explanation of what he can do. And like, that was really nice. And then, you know, eventually he comes to the terms that his father loves him in his own way, and he is proud of him. And, you know, he no longer has to look at himself as this monster that's alone. He can say, I'm not broken. I'm just me. I'm just different now. And he can move forward. And I really like that. I like a little bit of the extra stuff with Barry. saving Iris. I think that sets some stuff up for the future. I liked, again, Steppenwolf's like journey of like collecting the mother boxes. I feel like that was greatly expanded upon. You know, Barry talking to his dad in prison and really connecting with why he wants to be in the profession that he wants to be in. And, you know, most people who have some deep comic knowledge would know about this stuff, but it's good for all the people that don't. Yeah, and then the like the whole first half is just them doing what they need to do to, you know, fight off Steppenwolf from getting these boxes and figure out how they can win. And then they come to the conclusion they have to bring Superman back. And they're like, well, we could just keep running and we might make it, or we could keep fighting. But if we bring him back, it's going to call out to Steppenwolf and he's going to find us. You know, the same kind of situation plays out as the first theatrical cut where Superman comes back and he is not happy. He's not quite himself. He recognizes the fact that one, Cyborg tries to shoot him because you know, the ship, Krypton ship, and the mother box technology recognize each other as hostiles, and so he's like automatically attacks him. His bad, totally. But part of that is because the ship like showed him a future of what could happen and what will happen if they let Lois die. And so he attacks, had the great scene of the great scene of them like fighting against him, and it's just like, oh, it's so dope. There was, I forgot what scene, him connecting with his mom again made me cry. That was honestly really, really nice. Oh man, Superman with his black suit and the rocks floating, he's ready to go. That was wonderfully done. I loved that. A lot of the stuff, I don't remember if some of it was in the theatrical cut, if I'm honest, because it's been, what, like 4 or 5 years since this movie came out. There were some moments that were so freaking dope, though. One moment that got me unbelievably hyped is right when Steppenwolf's about to cut down Cyborg, Superman lands, and it just drops, and he's like not impressed. Just goes to town, just beating the living balls out of this man. Like, loved it. But then the Earth gets wiped away, and Barry Allen has to enter the Speed Force and run faster than light. And that was another moment which is like, how do you cut this from the movie? How do you, Warner Brothers executives, Joss Whedon, how do you look at the stuff that happened? I mean, they reshot some stuff for this version, but it wasn't like I don't think they took out Barry Allen running through the Speed Force from that. Like, how do you look at this film and cut all of this out? Like, what absolute moron was in charge? Like, oh my God. Who made these decisions? You know, people were saying before this came out that only like 30 minutes of the theatrical cut was in this thing, or only 30 minutes of this thing was in the theatrical cut. I feel like there was a lot more overlap than people were saying initially, but there was still so much more. Like, at minimum, there's like an hour and a half of extra footage, because the theatrical cut was 2.5 hours and this was 4. And then take all the stuff out of the theatrical cut and put in new stuff. It's just like, everything about this was so much better. I cried multiple times, you know, when he connects with his mom, and then when they're all standing together at the end, you know, as a team. Ugh, loved it. And oh my gosh, the amount of sequels that this movie would have set up is honestly criminal. Like, so many fantastic DC films that we could have seen by now. Like, these are films that would have already come out and we would have seen. Like I'm guessing, you know, the Flash movie probably already would have came out. We might be getting the Justice League sequel right about now, where they're fighting Darkseid. And this weird like Elseworld stuff where all the bad guys and the good guys are fighting together at the end. What the frick is that about? Like, there's Martian Manhunter, you know, the Justice League Dark, or no, not Justice League Dark, the Legion of Doom movie that we could have seen. It's just like, oh my god, like, I'm so excited for Matt Reeves, the Batman, but so many incredible things that this movie could have spawned if the higher ups at Warner Brothers and Joss Whedon hadn't completely and utterly effed this movie into the ground. Like, I don't know how they were so incompetent. It's insane. I genuinely do not understand. Like, oh my god. I honestly don't know what to say. I feel I don't know. I don't think I can give like an actual review for this movie. I'm probably going to talk less about this movie than I did about like most of the shows, because most of the shows I just kind of like go through them piece by piece. And, you know, for the Wonder Woman 1984, I talked for 45 minutes about that movie because I hated it and I just had so many things to nitpick on. But this movie, I am thoroughly pleased. Like, this is honestly, this is my new favorite live action DC film. It's certainly up there with some of my favorite superhero movies of all time. It's up there. You know, I don't know if I can place any of them in exact spots, but you know, I freaking loved Batman v Superman, the extended edition. I mean, I really enjoyed the regular edition as well, but the extended edition, I would have given that one a 9 out of 10. This film, I would give like a 9.7 out of 10. I honestly think this is like a masterpiece. I love it, and I'm not even like a big Zack Snyder fan. Like, I enjoyed 300. That was a good film. I enjoyed Watchmen. That was a good film. I really enjoyed Batman v Superman. I enjoyed Man of Steel. So I guess I generally like Zack Snyder films. I like the way he shoots them, and just the way he can so vividly bring comics to the screen. Like, fantastic. You know, people have their gripes with Zack Snyder about how many Christ-like images Superman shows, and as a Christian, that is a little iffy here and there. But man, it's just this movie was fantastic. This'll probably be 2 parts, like I talked about. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you saw the original Justice League, well, I guess this is the original. If you saw the Whedon cut of Justice League and now you've seen this, what are your thoughts in comparison? Do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? Do you think it's good now, or do you still hate it? You know, let me know. All the new stuff, all the stuff that was cut, like, how do they justify that? What happens now? Like, I've seen some stuff online of people wanting restore the Snyderverse or whatever. I don't think that's gonna happen, but this is definitely gonna bring up some difficult conversations at Warner Brothers. Like, how do they proceed? Because a lot of these actors probably thought, hey, I'm not coming back for this. I know Ray Fisher said he will never work with Warner Brothers again if Ray Hamada is still in charge, and Warner Brothers seems to be like standing behind that man. So presumably, like, any role Cyborg would have had in future films, including the sequel, is gonna be gone. You know, Henry Cavill is moving on to other things. He is playing, you know, Geralt in the Witcher series. He's got some Mass Effect stuff going on. Gal Gadot is is Wonder Woman still, but like she's gonna be done after the third one. You know, Ezra Miller, he's still playing the Flash. He's still got his Flash movie coming out eventually, but even he's had some like weird legal trouble that we don't know if that's gonna be a thing. And you know, Aquaman, I guess he's still down for Aquaman too. You know, but it's almost been so much time that you know, this is in a way a completely separate movie, but it's still kind of like the same movie that they shot this like 6 years ago. What did this come out, 2015, 2017 maybe? So they shot this a long time ago. You know, would any of these actors be open to coming back if Warner Brothers approached these people and were like, hey, sorry, we effed your careers a little bit. Like, Ben Affleck as Batman kind of was like revitalizing his career in a little bit. Like what happens to that? You know, does Henry Cavill have conflicts with other stuff he's doing? Does Gal Gadot want to keep going as Wonder Woman? Like there's been such a huge internet response to this film. It's like there's going to be a lot of difficult conversations at Warner Brothers. And I'm so interested to see what happens, because this is not just like a movie releasing and everyone seemingly kind of forgetting about it. This is like, from everything I've seen, this is like a big like cultural event of like this doesn't happen. I don't think you guys understand. Like yeah, director's cuts for movies exist, but they always get like, it's always just like a DVD add-on, or you know, like maybe re-released in theaters for a weekend or something. Companies do not do this. They don't see one of the biggest movies of whatever year in regards to the biggest franchise. Like they don't see that movie absolutely bomb critically and somewhat financially. It did well financially, but they don't see that and then years later be like, all right, redo. Like, and I guess it kind of isn't a redo because they didn't refilm a lot of stuff. They just kind of went back and took the original thing. Like they're not gonna, HBO isn't gonna go and be like, hey, let's redo season 8 of Game of Thrones. That's not gonna happen. So like the fact that this movie even exists is honestly astounding. And I'm so happy that it does, because I think it's brilliant. I think this movie's so freaking good. Oh man. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my reaction to this or part 1, because I think I'm going to do 2 separate videos, please leave a like on the videos. That means a lot. Hit subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me. I've been watching tons of stuff. I believe I'm going to be putting the full-length reaction up on YouTube to this, or not on YouTube. It'll probably go on Vimeo, but it'll be on my Patreon. Look out for that within the next few weeks, because I did take a little bit of breaks here and there, so I have to kind of edit those together, and it'll take a while. These videos will, if you're watching this, it's probably like Sunday, Monday maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching. I love you. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.